Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Anime Daily Podcast, your ultimate hub for all things anime and beyond. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a returning listener, we're thrilled to have you on board for another exciting dive into the world of animation and pop culture conversation. This is episode 184 of the Anime Podcast. In this week episode, we're talking about Weebs Lounge. How much scaredness do we have for Love, Death, and Robot? Love, Death, and Robot, totally wrong. My apologies. For the Five Nights at Freddy, The Secret Mimic. How many times did we scream? Did we get scared? And what did anybody binge for this past week? Additionally, we have some news to talk about. Spongebob, Donkey Kong, Banaza. And we also have the Toxic Avenger trailer. And a few of snippets of news to discuss for Spider-Man and the Punisher working together. Let's talk about it. So without further ado, share this episode with your friends and family and let's have a good show. And let's get to it. It's your boy, Love and Peace, legenddvash, and let's get banana! And I'm not alone to eat our bananas of the monkey, of the ostrich, and the zebra. We got here, Whawkins, the world champion.
There's nothing going on. What are you barking at? Why are you going bananas over here? Oh wait, hold on. I need to pick up this call. I'm getting a ring on my banana phone here. Hello, yes. Oh, it's Jokester. Hey, how's it going today, buddy?
Banana.
Oh, banana.
Banana.
Oh.
Let's count how many times we said banana in this one podcast episode, and let's get drunk by it. Anyway.
I was just gonna say, drinking contest for those playing at home, and if you're of a legal age.
Yes. And be safe as well on top of it as well. Because it seems like, some people could have some hangovers this past weekend. Who knows?
Oh, leave me alone.
Oh, I be lurking out here. I'm lurking in the shadows. I'm like, oh, hangover somebody had. Who may that be? Who may that be?
Vash
One.
is the watcher. That's the watcher. He's always watching.
I'm definitely the watcher, and I know I'm not alone.
I will never interfere. He goes ahead and interferes.
Yes, for sure. But it's great to have everyone here for the show. This past week, a couple of news drop, a couple of a couple of trailers drop for us to discuss. So we're gonna have a good show, catch up what we've been doing on our past week of life, how we've been lifing, what we've been doing. So without further ado, it's been a while, or a week technically. Jokester, have you been doing anything in life this past week?
Let's see. I bought a car. I now have a new car.
Nice. What car did you get?
2025 Nissan Versa.
Ooh.
All right.
Which is way better than my 99 Infinity that was falling off the bone. So,
definitely. And also 2025 car, you cannot go wrong with that. It's new, at least.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
still under warranty and all that. You'll be fine.
Yeah, literally the only thing I'm worried about is the fact that them payments gonna be eating my ass for years. But it'd be like that when it be like that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I just haven't done much. Watched a few shows, mainly the season finale of one, Windbreaker, and two, a country bumpkin something Swords Master, whatever. It's a long ass name. The anime's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And how was that one? Cause
how'd you like that season finale?
Of what, Windbreaker?
No,
Windbreaker.
Okay, let's go first with Windbreaker.
We got a villain. It was honestly just a very chill episode, high key.
Mm-hmm. Nah, it was hilarious though. Like freaking, what's his name? Again, I'm bad with names. The long haired dude who's like, he's very much into, like, not into, but like he waits hand and foot on the damn leader of Ume, and I just love the bit where like he's getting everyone's snacks together. And like he looks over and he sees like Sakura, Suo, and Nire just sitting there, and he's just like, what the hell are you guys doing here? And Ume's like, now play nice, give them their little cups. Nire and Suo get one, and Sakura has to like yell at him for his, and he gets a crumpled up one just thrown at him.
No, what got me was when he was like, don't waste the cup. And so he unfolded the cup.
Yep.
I'm over here like, this is prime pettiness, but you know what? He listened.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he didn't waste a cup. I'm so proud of him. But yeah, like you were saying, we finally got a villain.
Yep, because we find out more about Infinite Throat Endo, and then we also find out there's somebody stronger than Mr. Infinite Throat himself, who's a psychopath. And I ain't gonna lie to you, this is my one complaint with Windbreakers, right? I love the characters. I love the character design, right? I'm tired of them giving these characters these fuck ass bangs, bro. Like when we saw the little broke dude who was fighting Tsubaki, right?
Yeah.
His hairstyle pissed me off from the jump, because you got this tiny ass ponytail and then you got these fuck ass bangs like your fucking kid Gohan. Then your hair gets let down and you got some beautiful ass long ass hair. I don't know how it fit in that tiny ass ponytail, but you know, all that hair came out of that tiny ass little ball on the back of your head, and you still got them fuck off bangs. And now we get this villain who looks like Discount Street Rengoku with some fuck ass bangs, bro. Like, bruh, of all the things to have, like, just be weird about your character design, the bangs, nigga.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Once the bang goes down, that just means that they're at their full power.
Even so, I was just like, I'm glad we finally got a villain that looks like...
Yeah.
It definitely looks like we've established who's about to be a new rival to Sakura, with Endo basically being like, with Umemiya being like, hey, you handle Endo because he's interested in you, and you can be the one to, I guess, save him or stop him or whatever. So I'm ready for that.
The fact that like we got the hype for this guy too, where it's just like, oh wait, I've never fought Endo. We couldn't even get to him. Like there was some other dude that we just like kept fighting with, but nah, Endo, I don't know what he's actually all about. Like the fact that they like, see, now I'm just gonna call him Diet Rengoku now, or
I forgot his name.
I mean, yeah, I did too. Like, but like the fact that we're getting more hype for, like, we're getting hype for both of them, but like Endo's getting just a little bit more because it's like, yeah, we never fought him, we don't know what he's about, but hey, Sakura, he's interested in you. You take care of him. You handle him. You just have fun with the guy. You know, he wants to take you under his wing. You know, just have fun, you know. It'll be fine, Sakura. You'll survive.
Imagine they have the Sasuke retrieval art, but with Sakura.
That would be. The fact his name's Sakura too. I can't with this series. God damn it. God damn it.
But no, what's the name? I'm pretty excited for that. I like the fact that it pretty much established them already as like kind of psychopaths, with him beating the shit out of niggas, piling them up, and then lighting a firework on their head. I was like, bro, what? Why? What the hell? And then it's just like, oh, so it's another guy who's just strong for no reason, and he wants to find like meaning in fighting, basically. Yeah. Just like the dude from the first season, but it's obvious that this guy's an actual fucking threat.
Yeah, like. At least he was safe with which firework he used. Like it was just a simple little one, just going.
Sir, he put an open flame on a dude's forehead.
It's fine. The guy walked away. I'm sure it's fine. You know.
When like 10 hours later, once he finally woke up.
Why does it smell like burning?
It's like, the Windbreaker get. I wake up freshly whooped ass and my hair is singed. Like, come on.
Yeah. Did Windbreaker get a season 3 announcement? Because I didn't see it on my timeline unless I missed it.
I don't think it's been announced yet, but they set themselves up literally for a season 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I asked, because I kind of got the vibe from that with the way you guys would say, "Oh, we got a new villain, new bad guy." I'm like, okay, so it's like we should be setting up for season 3, but I didn't see it on my timeline, so that's why I asked.
Yeah, I don't think it's been announced yet. Okay. I just hope it comes soon. Don't make me wait for more hands.
Please. The year enough was a long time. Was a long wait. Just give it to me sooner. All right, but it's safely for those working on it. You know, because that's the thing, man. This season, like, it was very low key in a way, but it did a lot of good character work with a lot of people, especially like Tsubaki. But like this that like red light district that they were in, the group of people who were trying to get that girl and all that, like they did a lot of good shit.
I ain't gonna lie. At some point, I'm gonna have a talk with you about the fights that happened in the red light district because that shit was so swaggy, dog.
It was, dude. Tsubaki and the heels, man,
bro. Between Tsubaki and the heels, Suo and the dude in the suit when they was like having their fucking team fights, I was like, ugh.
Even Nire at one point, even him, he dodged. He learned how to dodge.
Before Gohan. Let's go.
He's already better than Gohan.
I promise, guys, I will watch season 1 and 2 before season 3 is out or sometime this year. I promise.
Do it.
He has no choice.
Yeah.
But it's in your contract. No. So Windbreaker, that series finale, it's set up well for season 3. I think it was actually pretty good, and I'm very excited, right?
Yep.
Then we get to the Country Bumpkin show. I still don't know its full name. So, remember y'all said, like, the show didn't look like it was going to be much but an old guy with a bunch of students who fell in love with him, basically?
So, did it become...
That's kind of what the show is. It is just like an old guy who's a really good swordsman and a bunch of his students are in love with him. But when I say the action is so... Like, the actual sword fighting is so good. Mm-hmm. And they make amazing use of CG within it. Like, the last few episodes, there was a whole, like, basically a raid happening to kill a princess or a prince or whatever.
Wow.
And it was like every fight had death. Like the fight between the main character and insert character here, who I won't spoil, was actually so fucking good, and the way it ended was so heartwarming.
Oh, nice to hear. Yeah, because I haven't watched since episode 7, so I just haven't made the time for it. But I was very impressed that yesterday I saw notifications that it got announced for season 2. I'm like, okay, that's a great announcement. Oh, nice. So it got announced for season 2. So that's when I knew. I'm like, okay, so that must be very popular. And even though it's Amazon Prime, people are still watching it. So that means for it to get season 2, that means that's a great contract for the work for it. I will definitely finish checking out because next week we're doing off the bench tier list for the spring season, so I would love to kind of finish it so I could say where I would rank it.
I also finished that healer anime because that also ended.
Yeah, the brain
healer. Good job.
I will throw a banana at you, nigga.
Banana. I would say when it comes to that anime, I was mad that he was the bad guy because it felt so fucking cliche.
It's not even that. I don't even think necessarily that it was a bad guy because it got resolved so fast.
It did. It I'm gonna blows up. You know what? Psych.
I don't even think he's like a bad guy for real.
Bro just wanted revenge for his wife. I get it, but it's always like if you did you see the good reception from last season?
Yes, I did.
So it felt like the same thing in that, like the Guildmaster being the bad guy. He's been doing this all along just to revive his daughter. In this one, he wasn't the bad guy the whole time, but he's been doing these little small things here and there. And then once he found out the truth, he took his plan into motion just to revenge for his wife. So it's like. Yeah.
And realistically, I would have been okay with that. The only thing that made him a bad guy was the fact that there was a whole room of people that really got caught in it. Rather than it just being the guy that he was after, which if it was just him, good. The dude's a dickhead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, kill him. But you got other people caught in, so I guess that does make him a bad guy in the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm okay with it, I guess, because he wasn't even a villain that I was really worried about. The villain that we were worried about got the shit humbled out of him, so I'm honestly fine with that.
Yes.
Goody.
So,
and
I would say with the anime, I'm okay with that. That's what I was going to lead to. That if it got a season 2, I would have been okay to watch it. I would not be mad. I'll just be curious to know where we're going to go off next. Not that he's still being like the underground, because that person that wants to continue causing chaos still kind of lurking in the shadows. So I assume that has to be cut off.
Yeah, they still. Well, no, I don't think it's. They still have what it basically a whole plot line that they can go to for season 2 between the guy lurking in the shadows and the fact that we still don't really know much about his master who he's trying to learn about.
Yes, you're right, because
like
we never saw him open that fucking damn envelope that he got, that he could have opened and read it for like 1 minute. You're like, oh cool, I read it, I could throw the paper out. Nah, he just still hanging on to it.
Yeah, so we got potential, and then also there's just the harem aspect of like his league of bad bitches. So
yes,
yeah,
Roxy, Sylphie, and Eris. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, wrong anime.
Well, you're actually not wrong, because now that I think about it, one of them has green, one of them has red, one of them has blue. So you to think about it,
he's got the 3 starters. He's got
oh
the
my
Bulbasaur,
god,
the Charmander,
damn,
and the Squirtle.
Is that deadass always the 3 standard colors for almost every fucking 3 type of woman MC harem? Now that I think about it, holy shit.
Listen, if it's any type of element based, yes.
It's literally always the red girl that always fall in love, or the blue hair girl. Then there's the red, and then the green girl is always last. That's crazy. Huh.
Not if you're Mushoku Tensei.
That's different, yeah.
Y'all are not going to. Y'all keep mentioning this damn show. I'm not watching it, bro. I'm not watching it.
Jokes. We're gonna get you to watch. You know what? Once I start reacting to it, I would love for you to watch it as well weekly with me.
You know, don't watch the anime. Read the light novel. I will send you a good old link.
No. Hear the light novel. You could do some hearing the party.
The audio.
Yeah, the audiobooks. Audiobooks.
Yeah,
it's good to listen at work.
I'm gonna keep it a book. I would rather eat a memory foam pillow before I ever actually listen or read that light novel.
What?
I think you're missing out. You're missing out. You're missing out, Jokester. You truly are.
I will eat a size 13 pair of UGG boots before I ever actually listen to that shit.
Well, fine. How about you just read read Ranger Reject, and then you'll have a good time.
I don't even know what that is.
Read it.
Go Loser Ranger.
Watch the anime.
I think that's the English version. The Go Loser Ranger.
Go Loser Ranger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I was actually planning on reading that.
Yeah, read that. Read that instead.
Read it.
Jokester, is there anything else to talk about?
Oh, I went to a rave last night. It was very fun, very gay, and it's why I'm hungover.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I played drunk blackjack, and I am very bad at blackjack. I have very bad decision making skills.
What's funny is that you're talking about rave, and I'm like, I was dead ass. Like, the reason I'm like, yep. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, wasn't I listening to a whole rave songs for a whole 24 hours? Oh, it's because Ultra was happening in Florida, I think, or some event was happening most recent last week or 2 weeks ago, and they sometimes like live stream the songs. I mean, live stream the stages. So I was just watching, and I'm like, yo, some new songs are out now, so I started saving, and then on my fucking IG, that fucking new song of Creepy Nuts continues being played, and I'm like, I'm waiting for July 4th for the new Afrobeat song. Like, yo, I need it. We have one more week and a half
in my life. So
July 4th needs to come here fast enough. I don't care about the holiday. I just need that song.
No, I was just gonna say, look, you were at a rave and there was blackjack. Please tell me there were hookers there.
We played blackjack before the rave. That was a part of us pre-gaming.
Still, please tell me there was at least hookers involved in some way, shape, or form in that night.
There was a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're
exactly okay. I will take that as a yes.
There was a lot of people out last night.
I went out as well this past Friday night. If you have, before I transition into the connection store, you have anything else to add towards your Weebs Lounge?
Literally just shout out to Raleigh Fusions, because that's the people who hosted the rave. Just shout out to Fusions. Y'all always throw good ass raves. I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't get on the stripper pole that they usually have there.
So there were hookers there.
Got you. I'm about like, yo, I will. Let's go on the pole. Let's do a little spinning Rui.
But yeah, right, no, that's pretty much it.
Copy. So because I was gonna use that transition as well, that for your boy legenddvash here this past week, I was hanging out with some peeps, family and everything on this Friday, and we went out to a bar and everything, hanging out, catching up. It's been a while, and I was playing Jenga. Yo, have y'all seen those type of reels on Uno where you be having like mad cards and then like you said like Joe 25 or like those reels and you be having like that quickness?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that same concept, we were playing Jenga. There were some times where one motherfucker was holding the whole tower, but it was like 1-1-1 was holding the whole tower above. And I'm like, yo, we're fucked. Like, anybody that's dropped the shit, anybody could go. Every time I kept going, it's like I took it, the one piece of the Jenga, like the puzzle, like one piece halfway out. And then I'll be thinking, like, nothing like I'm trying to do some anime shit, but in my head, I'm trying to be, like, quick and fast. So I'll grab the piece and then yank it, like, yoink. That shit felt so awesome whenever I did it. And the actual tower did not fall. I felt like a badass because I'm like, shoo, yoink, and then put it on top of like, yeah.
I haven't played Jenga in years. All I know is the last time I beat Rome in drunk Jenga, so he had.
Yes, I was just gonna mention drunk Jenga. Yes.
Yo, my friends told me to do drunk Jenga, and I'm like, we should not do that. Like, why? I'm like, drunk Jenga's not smart. The last time we did this, there was somebody that literally by the end of the night somehow had a arm bruise and a leg bruise and had a headache the next day. And actually what happened, like, you hit the staircase, you hit the wall, and you hit the door coming in to go to bed. She's like, what the fuck?
When I fell up an escalator.
Hell yeah.
Wait, you fell and up an escalator?
Yeah, I got drunk at a convention, and I got drunk off of something called Giant's Milk. It was a concoction. It was very good. And I drank like 5 cups extremely fast before I realized, oh yeah, I got to escort my friend's boyfriend to the rave. So as we're leaving, I fall up the escalator because I kept going up even though I was falling down. We then walk, like, hobble our way back to the hotel, and I proceed to, and they still don't let me get over this. But I thought my credit card was my room key to get up the elevator at the Marriott. And so I'm just there trying to scan my card, and my friend is just laughing at me for like 10 minutes until I was like, this isn't the right card, is it?
You reminded me of a story.
I'm glad that he triggered, like, anybody listening just got triggered a whole story of a drunken moment that's been stuck in the same spot somewhere or another. And that triggered my memory in Las Vegas. And I'm like, yeah, I know the story. Whawkins, go ahead.
Oh, so my story, we were in Spain. This was like 14 years ago. So we were in Spain for like some music department thing in college and all that. So where were we? I think we were in Madrid. Yeah, we were in Madrid. Bunch of us, like, we were there for like 2 nights. Went to find this one. The first night we decided to go scouting a little bit just to see like how the scene was and all that, to bring everybody out for the next night. So we bring everybody out for the next night. Everybody's getting drunk. Everybody's having a great time. €1 for a shot for one thing. That.
Oh my god!
Yeah, €1 for a shot, and back then that was like I don't know how it's changed now with currency and all that, but back then that was like $1.50 for a shot.
What? That's hella cheap.
Yeah, nah, I was the man that night. I was just like, all right, everybody, next round's on me. All right, next round's on me. All right,
bro, for like a pimp. Bro, for like a pimp. Like,
nowadays, the cheapest shot you can get is like $6. If that.
Damn.
I was like €1. Oh hell yeah, this is where my money's going. So yeah, we all got really drunk. It was really great. It was really awesome. But me and my one friend, because like I always prided myself in college to be able to like sober up enough to make sure other people got home safe, because I don't give a shit about myself, but hey, let me make sure my one friend gets home fine. All right, great, awesome, fantastic. Exactly. So me and my one friend, we're being the responsible ones, making sure everybody gets a taxi. Great, awesome, fantastic. So it's just now us two left, and we're like, okay, now we got to get a taxi. So we start waiting there at the club. No more taxis, and we're like, dang. Okay, well, let's try to go to a main street. Maybe if we go to a main street, we'll be able to get a taxi. So we start wandering the streets of Spain, drunk as shit, pissing on some buildings and all that. And it was great. God. It was fantastic. So finally get a taxi. And so we get in, and he's just like, all right, where are you guys heading? In his best English that he could, mind you. He was like, all right, where are you guys heading? And we're like, our hotel. Yeah, our hotel. Shit, what's the name of our fucking hotel again? What was it? So we're just sitting there like in the back of this dude's taxi. We're like, what's the name of our hotel? So like we know landmarks. We remember like the buildings and all this stuff. And like we tried to describe it to him. And so he's just like, all right, fine. So he starts driving. And we're like, all right, we're trying to figure it out. And he's like doing this. Like he's showing us his hand and going like this. Be like, blah, 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 blah. We're like, what? We're drunk Americans in Spain. What are you saying? We don't understand you at all right now because we're drunk Americans in Spain. Like, okay, dude. But we start seeing like all the landmarks that we had mentioned. We're like, oh, yeah, we're close. We're getting there and all that. And we get to our hotel, and it's not like he like drove us around. Like I remember this part, like because the cab fare was still good. Like it wasn't like he drove us around just to build a cab fare and all that. Like he brought us to where we wanted to.
That's nice that you still got there in the drunken state.
Exactly.
Hell
exactly. Yeah. And again, he didn't like drive us around to like take advantage of us either. So we were like, you know what? That's fine. That's fair. We're still going to give you a really good tip just because of that. So we get out of the taxi. We start walking to the hotel room. Like, all right, let me grab my wallet. Let me get my hotel card out. All right, here's my hotel key.
You left it in the taxi?
No. I had it. Oh. Name of the hotel was on the key. So the whole time when he's like doing this, he's trying to tell us, hey, let me see your hotel card key. Because like all the card keys had the like when we were in. Yeah. God. Like all of them had the freaking name of the hotel on them. So we're just, me and my friend are just standing there like, son of a bitch. We spent like 40 minutes in a cab trying to figure out where the hell our hotel was at. And all we had to do was pull out our hotel card keys. So.
You know what? Maybe the hotel were the friends we made along the way.
Oh, let me tell you, that night was bananas. I'll tell you that much right now.
Banana.
A similar story to that. When mine was in Las Vegas, where we went to EDC Las Vegas for Electric Daisy Carnival, a big rave where they party for 3 days. But already in Las Vegas, instead of partying in the daytime where it's 100 degrees, they party at nighttime. So instead of partying where here in New York EDC is, they party from 1 p.m. to 11. Over fucking there, they party from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. That fucks up with the sleep schedule, party schedule. There's before, after party, and there's after the rave party. So the party don't fucking stop. So I travel from Sunday to Sunday. No, from Sunday to Monday. No, Monday to Monday. Yeah. Because the rave was from Friday to Sunday. So we, for the whole 8 days / 7 days, I was now sober. You guys, audience, can know, imagine your imaginations there. When it comes to I believe one of the parties on that Friday, it was where I didn't eat. You know, like any type of person drinking, something when you don't eat, you get drunk and faster. So that's what happened to you, boy. I got drunk and faster more than I would. I went to the hotel room. I told her, hey, I will be back down for dinner. I went upstairs. I didn't have my key, but I remember one of my friends was gonna come and meet me upstairs. I'm like, cool. So I said, I'm gonna just lay down here on the floor until they come back.
Oh my God.
And I remember them telling me they came back 2 hours later and I was still on the floor. I didn't wake up. I just literally just took a nap.
Speaking of EDC, this has very little to do with it. I just had it on the fan because one of my friends that I went to the rave to, rave with has gone to EDC. But I took this picture last night, and it was with a guy that was dressed as Jesus.
There's always somebody dressed as Jesus.
Yeah,
does this count as finding God? Well, you know what? Talking about that, that's a good transition for. I was also continuing my binge for Lucifer. I was watching Lucifer still. I'm finally about to be done with season 5. As last week I said that I binge watched season 3 and 4. Now I'm on season 5, and we're like 2 episodes away. The season ends with episode 16, and we're I think on episode 14 or 15. Season 5 is amazing. Michael's an asshole. And he loves to manipulate people. And if you are a Lucifer fan, I'm a big fan of Lucifer in the show, and I love how this is going. The way that they treated God, or representing God as the figure, was very good, portraying him as an asshole, but also ambiguous. But that's not by his choice; is by his omniscient power, by his omniscient presence. And I love how he said, "Hey son, it's time that I could just talk to you freely, because I'm gonna leave our universe and go be with your mom, with the mother of creation. I'm a retire of being God, and I'm gonna just head to her universe and just be with her." And I love how Lucifer at the end was like, "Yo, but I was wanting to be with you, Dad. Why leaving now? Like, why did that be so sudden? Wait, have you always planned this?" And I love how God was like, "That's a good question. Well, sucks I can't answer." And just a bye. I'm like, yo, that's some raggedy son of a bitch type of move there.
Remember what I told you last week? God is a dickhead.
Yep. Old Testament.
So I
never changes.
I just love that when it came to this show, like Lucifer itself, it just felt entertaining to see the way they portray the characters in the Bible in a more type of fictional type of world setting, and it's good. I can't wait to get into season 6. I'm excited for that when it comes to season 6, because we're gonna meet Lucifer's daughter, of who he has with Chloe. So that's something I'm very excited to see, because that's what I've been spoiled about for the last couple of years, that they had a daughter, kid, and everything. So that's one thing I've been excited to finally see, and then be done with Lucifer by the end of June or the beginning of July, and then chill, because I think I found the right show to end my month of July with until August, and that is Reacher season 3, and then after transition into my binge from August to November, or technically December, which will be Stranger Things.
I'm gonna also watch Reacher season 3 probably this week, if I can just, because I've been drawing a lot. I keep forgetting to watch it while I'm drawing, because I always just put on a YouTube video and then get to drawing. But since I work 12-hour shifts most of the week, I'm going to at some point watch more Reacher season 3. I haven't gotten past episode 1 yet.
The only reason I've been holding on to it is because of what you mentioned, I think last week or 2 episodes ago of the podcast, when it was to the Amazon Prime fucking commercials. They're fucking annoying.
Man, I'm still mad.
Like, how is it that I'm paying Amazon Prime and then I gotta pay $3 extra just to give her commercials? Like, bro, Jeff Bezos, you already got our money. Just why you asking for like an extra couple bucks just to give her the commercials? You already get paid by that. Just with people that don't pay Prime. Even though I don't know who people that don't pay Prime. That's just, it's like very rare to find them.
Yeah. Oh man, no,
I ain't gonna lie. I be stiping the fuck out of Jeff Bezos. Anybody I like, I usually let use my account.
Yeah, understandable. Whawkins, you're gonna say something as well, right?
I was gonna say, I mean, ads are a lot like bananas. They grow in bunches.
Banana.
But I know that Whawkins could talk or start the conversation of the Financial Freddy. But before we get into that, I was gonna mention that I did continue playing Fortnite. I'm still having a lot of fun with it. I did try the new mode Blitz, where it is
so good.
It's a lot of fun. It's 32 players. You're running quick. Literally, like if you get the right, you get like a fucking flying gun, or you get the lightning. I like the lightning version. That one's pretty cool. And then finally, I got the double pistol. That was pretty cool as well.
Oh, nice.
when you jump down, it's a small map, and you just got to be quick. You already get with 50% of the shield, so it's pretty cool. Like honestly, it's a kind of, I like this type of map. It's kind of feel like a training session, but also kind of quick in and out. Like if you just want to play instead of like 100 people battle royale, you just play quick 32. It's a little 5-minute session. I like it, short.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Any more thoughts about that, Jokester? Because I know that like I think I only played a good 6 to 8 rounds of that game, and it's been fun. I think I got like 2 trophies, 2 crowns, 3 crowns of it.
I have won about 6 of them. Every Bruno Mars skin I've come across has been the sweatiest bitch of all time. Like Jesus fucking Christ.
That's me with the Sabrina Carpenter ones. Every single time. Every single time we run into a team that's like really good, they have a Sabrina Carpenter on them, and I'm like, you assholes. Now I don't want to listen to her music.
It's a stereotype. It is.
I'm gonna hold off on my thoughts about the music, but either way. No, I think it's actually a really good mode. It brings back so many weapons. Like, yeah, weapons I be forgetting.
Oh, okay.
Like, bruh, when I saw that they had the flapjack rifle in there, I was like, what? Oh my god. Just insanity.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool concept. Like, I like it. I don't know if they're gonna keep it long, but I was happy playing it with my a big shout out to my boy.
What I heard, it's only gonna be like a month.
Oh, okay. Hey, well, Whawkins, what happened?
Sinuses.
Understood. It's okay. Wait, you said that the mode's gonna be there for short or not long?
Yeah, I think it's gonna only be here for a month. I don't know why they would take it away, but from what I heard, it's only gonna be like a month.
I hope that it's a fun mode. I had a good time with it, so I would deadass continue playing it for a short time because I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But other than that, Fortnite I played. Haven't continued watching Love, Death, and Robot. I will definitely come back for that next week. Other than that, Whawkins, talk to us.
Not too much on my end. Been still go. I mean, we what was it? We streamed FNAF again today, so check out the VOD channel for all of that wonderful goodness of Pirate Booty. We got to play some games, some fun little mini games with a spinny top guy. That was fun.
Yeah. Get chased by him. Get grabbed and going, running down the stairs, and then the map changing its fucking directional way of where to go. If you try to go straight, it says nah, you die, but then you're supposed to go left, but then it keeps putting the right direction, and then walking like, wait, I went this way. Like, no, they're changing the direction for us to go. It just keeps changing, and I find it really cool. Where like you still have to meet us here in this corner, but you could go in any direction. It just depends where the AI will go if you die next time.
Yeah. If you like mannequins, you're a crazy hypocrite. Mannequins are the death of everybody, especially ones that if you slightly bump into them, they're like, oh, I have something stupid to say, just so the animatronic can get to you. It's still fun. Bit of BS-ery going on right now where we stopped, but I mean,
you almost did crash out. That's about it.
Almost, it's fine. It's all good, but we could just chalk that under, streaming for 2.5 hours. That's fine. That's whatever. I started into the anime manga territory of everything, because that's the only thing I really have an update with. Besides finishing Windbreaker Season 2, I started Apothecary Diaries this week. This show is really good so far.
I love it.
I'm partway through episode 8. Mao Mao's a really, really good character. I love her reactions to things. Like, there was this one episode where like she's helping the this one concubine or whatever. It was the one that lost the baby early on.
Oh yeah, the blue hair girl. The blue hair girl.
Yeah, and she's like, so she's working at her little palace or whatever, and they keep throwing her out with the soup, and she's making this reaction of boing boing. It's like. it's just her reactions are so good. But nah, that episode made me love Mao Mao because she like just walks up to the one girl and smacks the crap
shit out of her. Yes, sir.
Grabs her by the hair, just like, are you a freaking idiot? Oh wait, you are because you can't read. Hey, read this. This is poison. Like, oh my god, I loved her for that moment alone. And then her giving her the her giving the concubine some tips because she has a huge chest. She's like, hey, do this and the emperor will fall in love with you even more. And I love the tagline at the end of the episode. Oh, by the way, she tried out Mao Mao's advice and the emperor did not visit Mao Mao's concubine place for like a week or two. It's like, oh yeah, nah, he got some good stuff with that one. But like,
don't worry, they will have a book later with many lessons.
Oh, good. I can't wait for that. But like, yeah, I just really like the characters in this so far. I mean, Jin Shi's pretty cool. I have a out there theory, I guess, because like, and I don't think I've met or seen him yet, but they mentioned something about like this prince character who's like a shut-in or whatever. And then I see Jinshi, and I'm like, okay, because I have one spoiler already because of like things coming out this
current season.
Yeah.
So you probably saw the leak image of said person with armor. I assume so.
Well, I did see that, so there's that part, but it was mainly the fact that he's not what the other men are in this.
A eunuch.
He's not a eunuch, so it's just like, okay, he needs to procreate for your reason, so there's something with that. And then they're like, oh yeah, there's this shut-in prince, blah blah blah. I'm like,
what?
Okay, all right.
What I love about the story is that they foreshadow so much things, but so vaguely, and so much that for the reader to kind of theorize, and you can figure out by episode 3, but you will not get no confirmation until episode 9 or episode 20, which is fine. But that's the great type of storytelling, that it keeps you guessing, but it keeps you adding, and sometimes the viewer would be told what's going on first until the actual main character finds out and gets told with confirmation. So I really love that about the series, that it gives you a lot of assumptions, but without you having concrete information to actually go by those assumptions. And that's what I love about Mama, that like she kind of reminds herself.
Open secrets.
Yes.
Oh wait, what was that? What was that, Jokester?
I was saying it's like all the basically all the theories that you're making about the show as it's going on is like open secrets, because it's like they're hiding it, but they're hiding it in plain sight.
Yeah, exactly. Like kind of like Mao Mao with her makeup and all that. Like that was really good. And again, it's just like one of those layers of character writing where it's like, oh, you kind of don't think about it at the time, like for the time period too. Yeah. But then it gets mentioned and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Bro, when I tell you, the more you learn about certain characters and you also take the time period into account, it gets deep, Doug. It's so
and also
good.
What's crazy is that quick little backstory as well is that the creator herself, the main character Jinshi wasn't supposed to be a main character within the story, but her friends and family and her fans fell so much in love with Jinshi that she had to implement him more as a main priority within the story, because he wasn't that main important until much later, or during what we're watching season 2 he became important. I don't know when it started, but like those little small snippets of information I found out, it's so fascinating to know like how the author could change the story into that direction.
Dude,
but it's also like really. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say it definitely shows the prowess of the writer, to be able to adapt your story like that.
Yeah,
for a character that's not supposed to be
feel forced.
Exactly, like it doesn't even feel like you're forcing Jinshi around the story. It already felt like he was integral. Like even when the story was, of course, more about Mao Mao than anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, so far one of my favorite like comedy bits with Jinshi so far is that same exact episode where Mao Mao's at that one lady's palace or whatever, and he just goes up to her, he's just like, "Do you want me to come inside?" And he's just like, "Excuse me, sir, excuse me."
Oh yeah, there's no shortage of those.
Yeah, trust me. There's there is a few more of those in the end of Closer to Season 1, but more in Season 2 where he just starts to not like, you know what? I don't give a fuck now. I'm gonna just do what I want.
I love it,
bro. I love it when he uses his good looks for I won't even say evil purposes, but just purposes.
Oh, my favorite is when he became the moon person. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yes.
Oh no.
That's what I'm gonna say. And this man wanted to be so spoiled by her. Like, I need you to fix my hair. I need you to be on like maintain me. And I'm like, bro, Jinshi, you being a spoiled brat.
Good. He deserves it. Damn it. But no, one of my favorite moments so far, though, it was in the episodes with the because they were doing like this festival thing or whatever. I forgot what it was actually called, but it was when he gave her the hairpin, because like you find out about the makeup thing, he gives her the hairpin and all that, and then he finds out that like she got poisoned, and just his reaction to her like getting poisoned, being like, "Yeah, nah, we need to get you to the doctor right now. Like you're coming with me." And like Mao even makes a comment. She's like, "Wow, he's actually kind of acting mature right now. This is weird, interesting." But nah, I'm all for it. I am all for it. And it's just a nice, like, relaxing series too. Like,
yes,
there's some drama, some suspense, and all that stuff. But like, I don't know. It's just really relaxing. Just because like they're not trying to throw some sort of giant key blast or trying to save the world and all that stuff. No, it's just like it's just this apothecary that got kidnapped. And she's just living life right now as a lady in waiting and all that. And yeah, it's just a really good show so far. And again, I'm like halfway through episode 8 of season 1. So
I can't wait for you to be caught up until next week. 4th of July will be the season finale.
I probably won't be unless I actually lock in and say, "Hey guys, I ain't doing shit today." Like, but I'll get there eventually. I've also been watching it dubbed.
Oh yeah, the dub is great.
Like English dub and all that.
I've been loving it dubbed.
Oh great. My god, it's really good. Like everybody's giving it all. Like, not saying no, many dub actors don't give it their all, but like they've been really on it with this show. So I appreciate that.
I'm still dying because I got some of my coworkers to watch it. And I told y'all what he said to me earlier, but he doesn't like the Quack Doctor's voice because he sounds like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah,
I like that though. I like that idea.
Also, I love the Quack Doctor, like him just being a character in general. Because his whole dude, he's useful because he's not useful.
He's not, and he just be flamboyant for tea. He just be like, you know what, you came here, I'll make you some tea. I'm like, bitch, I'm leaving. I just came to drop something. Like, no, stay here for tea. And let's just talk and catch up. And that's literally one of the most recent episodes.
I love how Mao just makes a comment. She's just like, yeah, somehow we just kind of became best friends. So it's like, okay, cool. Like, you're a quack doctor, but hey, you're kind of cool. Like, I'm like, oh, that's great. You have a doctor best friend, and now that he's Winnie the Pooh, all right, even better. Even better.
No,
time for my stoutness exercises after my tea.
And now you gotta find who's the tiger and who's the elephant.
If we're talking about Eeyore,
yes, most likely.
Oh wait, you know what? We can't. I can't say it because Whawkins hasn't gotten there yet.
Eventually, one of these days, when I know, I'll be like, all right, I met Eeyore.
Who would you say by describing them?
I would say he starts out as Eeyore, but quickly becomes someone else later. But you'll love it when you meet him, bro. You'll love it when you meet him.
Are you talking about Lacan?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see the vision.
Yep.
But other than that,
all I got besides sinuses,
I definitely hate those too.
Yeah.
I know last week, I believe I was on the podcast saying that I was still slightly on the weather. Sinus-wise, I'm better than last week. I'm surviving, so that's one thing I'm great to say. But I am still having my lower back pain, so and also my quads are hurting. So part of life. Somehow you bend back, knees hurt. Your chair is broken, so you don't always have a good posture. So it's fun. So in case chair, you always see me try to fix my chair. That's just because my chair is broken. Kinda.
Way to go.
It's what it is.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When I had got up before we before we started the podcast, the pain from the rave, like on my legs, just kicked in.
Look, chat. I'll tell you. Throughout the whole time of us talking, I just got a whole roller that I'm doing on my quads. So while we're doing our podcast, I'm like, I'm just rolling out right here on my quadriceps. I'm like, yep, feel the burn. Feel the burn. Yep.
Guys, we're getting older.
I'm aging.
So, chat. With this crazy transition, tell us how you feel about aging, and tell us how you feel about the latest Otaku Big News Buzz Central, the pulse of our anime podcast. Get ready to dive into the latest buzz, the hottest news, and our spirit opinions on everything entertainment. And the first thing we have is our gaming news. I'm gonna give this to Jokester for us to talk about the few couple of gaming news that we have. Are you excited for the new collaboration?
Bruh, when I tell you on a list of things that I would never have expected, why the fuck is Spongebob the fucking SquarePants, the fry cook, basically kind of a slave? Either way, why the hell is he about to be racing alongside Sonic the fucking Hedgehog, Steve Minecraft, and Hatsune fucking Miku?
And soon entering TMNT, Mutant Mayhem, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. We're about to have Sokka, maybe Korra, and this man Aang used to do races with fucking Boomy in the Earth Kingdom.
To say if Aang's car isn't the fucking air bubble, I swear to God, I'm going to riot. Yeah.
It has to be the air bubble, or maybe he don't have a car. Probably he flies. Imagine if that's something. Wait, maybe you could use the cars that they had during the first season when they built those at the Air Nomads. They did have those cars, remember?
Cars, huh?
Remember they had the arc in the Air Nomad where a person was disabled and couldn't use the legs, so they had the little rolling thing for him. So they had the little car races in a way at times. So maybe they could use those versions as a racing.
That'd be a good callback. Could also do just the glider in general.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one of the items has to be a cabbage.
I'm screaming.
It has to be. I'm sorry.
They did like a whole map.
So what
that
you're telling
too,
me,
or when they go around the map and one of the items they collect is to be a cabbage to throw.
So what you're telling me is I don't need no quarters and I don't need no dimes to have fun.
Yep. You literally have a Nickelodeon crossover with Sega. And Jokester keeps asking how much money they spent for this, and who knows? Because they got SpongeBob SquarePants, TMNT, Mutant Mayhem.
All the money.
Yeah, that's the thing, because I'm over here if you know how much it is just to get Hatsune Miku into something, then SpongeBob?
And Steve.
Nickelodeon in general? And Minecraft's kind of a horror anyway.
Damn.
Don't you want me in my game?
It's used everywhere.
In your game.
But that is a good callback. I do say that is a crazy combo. But I think just Sonic Crossworlds just wants to be its own version of succeeding. And I'm not that shocked because remember, Sonic and Mario used to have a lot of crossovers with their type of, Sega and Nintendo characters with their Mario and Sonic Olympics. Yeah, so they used to have that always. So I'm not shocked with Sega doing this with other companies now. So I'm more impressed that they're doing that and it's working well, where they got Miku, they got the Nickelodeon with Aang and SpongeBob. So I'm curious to see if they have other projects coming in the future. Imagine if they get fucking Codename Kid Next Door. I would be shocked too if they get something with Cartoon Network. Then that shit would be crazy.
That is not gonna happen. First of all, the current leader of Cartoon Network hates cartoons, bro. Like that is not happening.
Yeah, he needs to leave.
Yeah, that's true. The current leader,
he's afraid. He's just allergic to money. That's all.
The leader of WB needs to be
which his name is. I have it right here. David Zaslav. Yes, that's my guy. You're bugging, but yeah. I'm excited for this Crossword. It comes out September, so I'm for sure. And it's for PlayStation, so maybe I'll be getting it. Maybe we can have some streams of us playing it. Yeah, possibility.
Maybe.
I'll be down for that. I love my kart racers.
Why not? Yeah.
But so,
what else we got, Jokester?
Next.
I looked over at the news. I'm like, okay, what's next? Oh my god, yes. Yes.
I just love how I just wrote the line. I love how other news report saying this happened. Oh my god, poor them. I just wrote Nintendo gets robbed 1.4 million of Nintendo Switch 2 from GameStop. Like straight up. Bruh. That's it. They got robbed.
Bruh.
Whole truck.
It's so funny. It's like,
where
can y'all break bread? Like, pass me one, please. But
right, where's mine?
But no, it's like,
I just wonder.
So unfortunate.
Would Nintendo find a way which ones got stolen in that truck so they can stop working from their end, or would that be too impossible?
It wouldn't be impossible. It'd just be very petty.
That too.
It would be extreme.
I mean, it is Nintendo.
That's why I asked, because I feel like, I believe like if Sony got robbed that much as well, they would do that with the PlayStation console. Like they will find we need to find what trucks, what things were on that truck, what happened.
I don't know if Sony would really care.
Actually, no, because I think that did happen with the PS5, and Sony. I don't think they did really anything about it.
Oh, they did?
Exactly.
Okay. So Nintendo, maybe they won't, but I do agree. As much as we laugh,
nothing they can't do though. So there's this thing called the MIG switch, which is a cartridge that allows you to dump your games onto the cartridge, right?
Yep.
And so normally it just be to back up your physical games, have them all on one space, and of course the thought is that you have them legally, right?
Yeah.
But of course, people use it so they can get free games. It's something that happens. The MIG switch itself is not illegal, but what people do with it can be illegal. And basically, Nintendo was like, "Hey, if you got a MIG switch and you use it on the Switch 2, fuck you." And they've been bricking people's switches because of it.
Damn.
Yeah, I saw that shit going around. I'm like,
it's something like sucks. It's like I don't agree entirely with Nintendo, but also, hey man,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
I agree on that part.
Like they literally told you what they were going to do beforehand. Like it's not even like this is in some terms of service that we couldn't read, and like they're just doing this like unprovoked. No, they let us know that this was happening. Is it greedy?
Yeah.
Is it dickheadish? Yeah.
But they told
you, nigga, like the fuck?
Yeah. They warned you. They were like, hey, do this and you're gonna get bricked. Oh, look, you did this. You bricked. It's like, oh no. It's literally that meme of like, why would he do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. So, yeah, shout out to you if you got a MIG switch. Enjoy your paperweight. But yeah, that's really all we can report on the fact of Nintendo got robbed. Yeah.
I just wish.
Where's mine?
I just wish to know how that happened, because the way I hear it is that when Nintendo gets robbed 1.5 million of Nintendo Switch 2, in my head, what's happening is that the end of the movie of Fast and Furious, when they tried to rob those TVs off the truck. But going down the highway, but instead of robbing the TVs, they just robbed Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm pretty sure. Actually, this isn't the first time this has happened with a Nintendo product.
Really? Shit.
What was time?
If I'm not mistaken, give me 1 second. I can verify that.
I said maybe the Wii or GameCube, or I don't think Wii U.
It wasn't that old.
Oh God, the Wii. Oh no. Not that old.
But But I said GameCube.
I was mainly talking about when he said GameCube.
Remember when the Wii was $200? That's as much as you needed to spend for
a
Nintendo product.
Bought me that Wii.
My mom bought me, my sister, and my brother that Christmas a Wii.
Oh damn, that's 3 Wii. That's like $600. That's actually the price of one Switch 2. So imagine buying a Switch 2 now 3 times. That's like $1,800. Holy shit, that's an inflation right there for 3 Switches. But also, you're also comparing the tech of Switch to the tech of the Wii. So like that's a huge difference too.
Here's what I say to that. Fudge that.
Oh, damn. But apparently this happened in Colorado, by the way.
Yes, it did happen in Colorado, Illinois, yeah.
So they must have had a little bit of some been like, hey, you know what's a great idea? Let's steal some Switch 2s.
Yeah, I can't find, because everybody's reporting on the new one. I can't find the other, the older one that happened. But yeah, apparently they stole like 2,800 Switch 2s.
Dang, where's mine?
Right, please.
Spy Switch 2. Could you,
how much you want to bet?
Spy Switch 2.
How much you want to bet they're about to be up on eBay?
They're probably up on eBay already by now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like that's that. GG's Nintendo. If you buy one and it gets brick, GG's to that too.
All right, so what's because
I don't think Nintendo really cares if you bought it secondhand.
They don't.
Actually, I think they want you less to buy it secondhand. They're kind of selfish.
Yeah, they want you to buy it from themselves, and when they can know we got a unit sold, boom, we got that check off.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my email, Nintendo, to buy one from you guys?
But the next piece of news we have is something that I love and I find hilarious. So we all know of Marvel Rivals. Mm-hmm. The Overwatch competitor that has been beating the shit out of Overwatch for years, right? Or for almost a year now. Mm-hmm. And ever since it came out, there's been a tidbit that Blade was supposed to be in the game. There's also been a stage in which Blade is asleep under a pink blanket. Why they wake that nigga up on Juneteenth? Like they finally woke him up. Get up. We've been like, and the thing is, we got teased on Blade being in the game fucking like I think 4 character drops ago. Like they dropped the.
He got revealed in the trailer or in Black History Month on February.
Yeah, like 4 character drops ago. We have like we got Ultron, the whole Fantastic Four. I forgot who else dropped in that game because I ain't gonna lie, I just started playing it 3 weeks ago. But they finally woke him up for Juneteenth. I think that's absolutely hilarious. So it's either they woke him up and that's extremely racist, or they woke him up and he was celebrating.
I'm gonna go with the former.
I'm gonna go with the safe answer.
But also, just a side tangent here. I'm about to put something in. I'm about to put something in our little AEW chat because holy crap, what I just saw, and this is relevant to what we've been talking about tonight. It seems like a certain wrestler in a certain company might be getting some beef with a certain idol from Japan.
There's no fucking way.
Oh my god, that's insane.
What the hell?
An idol that we just mentioned.
What the hell?
That's right, Hatsune Miku. Somebody, this must be the official like account for Hatsune Miku, but it's her as MJF doing this one move of MJF's. Now, what that one move is, you guys can look it up for yourselves.
She bumped the nigga.
MJF quote retweeted it being like, what the fuck? please have a feud with MJF. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Just do it, Hatsune. Do it, you coward. Sorry, side tangent. I just looked at them like, what the hell did somebody send me?
Yeah,
They send me
that's
gold?
something I did not expect. Because when you said like, hold the phone, I'm like, huh? Okay, what's going on?
God.
But no, so
Yes, Blade.
yeah, that's Blade
woke
being
up.
awake in Marvel Rivals.
On June
Hopefully
10th.
we get
Funny.
to see his trailer soon. Hopefully we get to see his trailer soon.
What
But
other?
next,
I was about to theorize like, what other celebration event is coming up for us to have him awake? Because it kind of seems like they're doing this planning accordingly, or as a meme, one or the other. But it's like,
I don't know the next black holiday that we can have Blade for. Not gonna lie to you,
because I'm theorizing, and I'm like, not 4th of July,
February, and then we get Juneteenth, and they don't really give us much else.
All right then, I don't know when he will show up.
Matt, wait, one second. Hold up, I got. Damn it. Okay, never mind. The date already passed. I can't do it. I forgot because another very unofficial black holiday for us.
Yeah.
June 5th, 2004. If you want to know what happened on June 5th, 2004, go ahead, Google it and laugh with me. But,
Go ahead, Chad.
Oh no. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yep. It is an unofficial black holiday, June 5th. But yeah, so I wonder what they could bring Blade for. If anything, if anything, could possibly, if they do end up releasing a trailer for the movie.
Wait, for Blade? They haven't even started
still having
filming Blade. Actually,
they haven't started filming it?
No, that's just been having. It show was production hell. They don't have a good director, the script. They keep changing things going on. It hasn't been going well.
Oh God, come on, man.
Yeah, it hasn't been going great.
Well,
but what else has been going great?
Thoughts on that one. But something that is looking great, not for me because I don't have a Switch 2, but the next piece of media, Donkey Kong Bonanza, had a 17-minute direct. And it is time. Where's my trusty banana?
Oh, banana.
Bananas. Bananas. You got a fucking monkey, a zebra, and an asteroid. I don't know how does that connect to transformations, but yeah.
Well, you see, when the little tiny girl begins to sing her heart out, sometimes she just sings so well, so greatly, so majestically that it just gets a grown ape to just crash out sometimes, and it turns him Super Saiyan 4.
Or Snake Man. No.
Well, we got zebra. How do we got zebra to an
enjoy
asteroid? Sorry, how do we got a zebra and an asteroid?
Same thing. It's just some of them, So the ostrich, he drank a Red Bull with his banana. And
Okay.
With the zebra, he just snorted some cocaine.
Understood. Right?
I honestly do wonder because that's not even something within, I guess, Donkey Kong game lore. I don't ever remember there being like a zebra or like even a ride. Like in the old games, you used to be able to ride a rhino. Yeah. And I think in one of the games you could ride an ostrich.
That seems very familiar.
Yeah, I think in one of the games where Diddy Kong was your sidekick, you could ride an ostrich in that one.
Yes, you're right. I think that was Donkey Kong 64 or something like that. Or no, the GameCube. I believe it was the GameCube one. Yeah.
Yeah, but the zebra, I ain't gonna lie, you got me stumped there. All I keep thinking is that every single time I look at that zebra behind you, that banana does not look right where it's placed. Either way,
bro, it looks like a unicorn.
Yeah, let's go with that. But no, the game genuinely looks great. Like if you could take a Donkey Kong, if you could make a Donkey Kong Odyssey, this is it. And I still think Mario Odyssey is one of the best games ever made. Genuinely, it's one of the best 3D platformers, one of the best Mario games. It's just amazing, and this looks like it's gearing up to be basically a Donkey Kong Odyssey.
Yeah,
with
a
even
lot of
more
bonus stuff too. Yeah, because like there's like new soundtracks you can collect, and seems like you can play them in the overworld too.
The renditions sound amazing.
I need that soundtrack.
Them adding Pauline
music
singing.
They have. Oh my God, Pauline's voice in this, her singing voice. Oh, it's great.
But her adding lyrics to the original Donkey Kong, do 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 do. Do, 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 and them adding lyrics, I'm like, oh my God. And they made it heartfelt too. Yeah. Pauline has a plot. Like, let's fucking go. Right? Pauline has plot.
It's so interesting because I haven't played.
Just plot.
I haven't played Mario Odyssey, so I don't know. Because we know that from what I've seen on my timeline and hearing from the fans and audience, that in Mario Odyssey there's a place called Dunk City, and that is Paulina. But then in this one, people are theorizing that is this Paulina's granddaughter in this game, because it's hilarious that people are saying like, "Yo, how you gonna mess up Mario lore and everything?" And I'm like,
Mario has.
Since when have we ever had Mario lore? Thank you. I'm like, since when has Mario, out of the 40-something years that I know I'm aware of games and the knowledge of it, since when has Mario had actual lore? Because all the conversations like, welcome us fans of Legend of Zelda has been there, and I'm like, just complaining to complain.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, part of that's like people like, and I don't think this is like anything official from Nintendo, but like the story apparently goes is like, okay, with the original Donkey Kong, like that arcade thing where like you play as Jumpman and try to save Pauline from Donkey Kong, that Kong in there is actually Cranky Kong.
Yes, that was interesting.
Donkey Kong Jr., that's actually like the Donkey Kong here. So it's like, okay, y'all can bitch and moan about your little lore and all that. I don't know if that's official from Nintendo, so if it's not official from Nintendo, then shut up, because it's not some sort of Legend of Zelda timeline bullcrap where it's like, oh, yeah, everything like meshed into one, and then it's like this other branching path. It's like, shut up.
Yeah, like I don't need the timeline to connect and everything. Like, if this is a standalone game of the Donkey Kong, that's fine. This is the first Donkey Kong game that I feel like we have had in a while that is as beautiful as it is. And it's fucking marvelous. Like, I haven't played Mario Odyssey, but I play other Donkey Kong games, and just like it literally shows in the frames and everything that you can literally have a whole land full of mountain or forest and trees, and you can literally crush it to a limit. And like that's fucking amazing. Like that's literally you crushing the rocks and everything within the rocks, within the metal, within the gold. Like that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, and like the thing is, the last Donkey Kong game that we got was a remix to a game, or it was basically a remaster of a game from like the Wii U era, which was Tropical Freeze.
Yes, we did get
funky mode. That's literally it. So this is the first piece of Donkey Kong media that we've had in so long, and also because you said you heard that this could be Pauline's granddaughter. I heard that this is just Pauline as a kid. So like this is back in the time. The thing is, I don't know how that's gonna work because Cranky Kong was in the trailer.
Yeah, that's also that part too.
Yeah, so then it's like, if this is Paulina's granddaughter, wouldn't Paulina hate Cranky Kong for, hey, you kidnapped my mother and everything, like, wouldn't that? Or does she know? Or does she know that is the person that kidnapped her grandmother? So that's also curious questions. And where's the father?
They'll just get in carts and be done with their days.
Look, honestly, like, with the jokes aside, the game looks fucking awesome. The whole concept of like the game itself, with as much as we joke around the zebra, the ostrich part looks cool. Like you literally fly, and the zebra
looks so goofy, and I love it.
Exactly.
I love it.
It's a buff ass ostrich.
Yeah,
It is, and it just flies with the wings of the arms, and then the zebra is like, I don't know why, honestly, they didn't make a fucking minotaur. Like it could have been a simple minotaur, but no, like the zebra looks like the design of a minotaur. It looked buff as hell, like a beefy ass junk gym squad.
Make him a rhino.
That too. It literally was doing a rhino move. Was doing like
riding a rhino.
It was doing a rhino move. It was literally running like a stampede, and I'm like, but why a zebra? I was gonna say a rhino's a good choice. Same thing. But why
they
zebra?
Wanted speed. They wanted speed.
You build up speed with a rhino.
Rhino's not as fast as a zebra. Hold on. Hey, no. We're gonna.
Rhinos are actually fast as the fuck. You thinking that is like thinking a hippo is slow and
drop my phone.
Zebra
look this up.
or
I want to see
rhino?
this shit. Which is faster?
What's faster? Zebra. A zebra is faster than a rhino. A zebra can reach speeds of up to 40 miles per hour, while rhinos typically run at speed around 30 miles per hour. So 10 less.
Therefore, go with the zebra. Let the rhino hang out with Cranky Kong and give you your little power ups or whatever the hell Cranky Kong does in the game. What does Cranky Kong do in the game?
I think guide him.
Grab a little record player, and
so he gets you the music. Okay.
How did you guys feel about the co-op play? That's pretty cool.
I think it's
cool.
I think it's cool. I also think it's like as useless as actually using Cappy was in Mario Odyssey. It's like
a little
but
better.
No, I think this one is actually cool because if you guys remember about Fairy Tail, there was one of our girl with a blue hair girl. I can't remember Gajio's girlfriend. Her name is blank on my head.
Oh, Levi,
yeah. She has a power that where she speaks. Levy, I think it's Levy. When she speaks, words of bricks come out. So the co-op at least could break stuff where you don't have to continuously, break or hit stuff. Your co-op person, like for example, if I want a game, but my girl wants to still spend time with me, and I'm like, cool, you can play this co-op person where you don't have to fully lock in, but you could still be part of the journey.
Yeah. And plus, like, you could, like, what is it, like, copy the things around you and use them in your, like, words that come out and all that, like.
Yeah, I will say that's what makes it a little bit better than Cappy.
I get it with the Cappy thing, because, like, playing as Cappy for co-op, that was just like, oh yeah, I'm along for the adventure. It's like there's nothing with that at all. So at least with this, there's a little bit more with it.
Yeah, and they're making use of that. They're making use of that mouse mode too, which I can appreciate.
Yeah, I do agree. They're smart and intuitive in the aspect.
One of the things I definitely loved from the trailer was them basically. So we all played Mario 64. I hope.
Yes.
In that they had the software where you can just like mess with Mario's face. Oh
yeah.
Like, you had that little 3D Mario. You can pull his nose, contort his face. Fuck him up and shit, and it was like always so cute and funny. And then they basically gave us that, but in a 3D modeling software where we can just honestly completely build Donkey Kong's face into anything. And all Whawkins can think about is putting a dick on his face. But either way,
look, man, it's there to do it.
I'm just going to make my Super Saiyan Bull Gorilla from fucking...
I mean, yes, that's going to happen. But, I mean, that zebra's going to look a little different.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true.
What makes a zebra just adds balls.
His chin looks like balls. Should we censor that, too?
I can imagine that be happening. Wait.
Oh, it's from Family Guy.
Oh. But no, it looks like such a great game. It's been having me and Whawkins them on the word banana pretty much all night.
Banana.
Oh yeah. Banana. I just love how the trailer can say, "Ooh, banana."
Look, the only thing I gotta say about this game is, hey, at least this game, it's a game with appeal.
Shut up. Shut up.
Now you can have.
You know what's funny?
Need it too.
I think I saw like a random reel, like just connect to banana. Where instead of a person eating the banana, straight in and out, you eat it sideways. Like on the side.
If I catch a nigga eating a banana like a thing of corn, I swear to God, I'm committing a crime.
As Hank Hill would say, we firmly but politely ask them to leave.
It was hilarious. I was watching the reel, and I'm like, huh.
No.
It's kind of the same thing as somebody told me that instead of eating the burrito in and out, you eat it sideways. And the person said the same thing when you eat a sandwich. You eat it instead of eating it in and out, you eat it sideways. And I'm like, and when the person said,
these people?
And when the person told me, hey, instead of having the food come out from the side, you could just still keep it and still intact. And then when you're done at the end, you could just eat it like a taco, just straight through. And I'm like, that's actually not bad. I actually want to try it. Actually gave me the idea.
Why am I getting vibes of freaking that South Park episode where they're like, oh, let's just shove food up our butts and then poop out our mouths? It's like, what? No, that's where we're leading to, Vash. You need to find new people.
Can I tell you the main problem with that whole theory of it won't be falling out if you eat it like that and you eat it like a taco? It's still an opening. It's going to fall out. Yeah. But also, if you do that, I ain't gonna lie. Hold up, that pissed me off. Because if you do that to a motherfucking burrito, you don't fucking layer a burrito like that. You don't layer that shit. No. You don't layer a burrito like that. And if you do, you need to get smacked.
I'm gonna make a mission. Right now. I'm gonna speak. Yo, babe, remind me sometime this week when we eat a burrito or some type of sandwich, I have to eat it sideways and send a picture to Jokester. My girl heard me all right. My girl just said understood assignment.
She will take a look at you.
My girl says
take a look at you.
She understood assignment. I got you, chat. I will send the picture to Jokester to his number so he can avoid it, and then I will post it in the food channel on our Discord server.
I will delete it.
Chat, I will crash out. I will crash out.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm excited for the game. That's all.
I am too.
I'm ready to go banana.
I'm trying to get a Switch too.
And also, the villains of the game.
Oh yeah, the Void Sentry.
Yeah.
The Void Sentry, I think they're called.
Void Kong. I forgot what the Strong Kong and Kunky Kong.
Trying to find the name.
You saw that too, huh?
Oh, I saw that before I saw her actual name.
Same here. I saw it. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh wait, that's not her name? There's no way. Like, I saw the K on there. I'm like, there's no way, Nintendo. Because like, if they had done that, I would have bought a Switch 2 right then and there. And
honestly.
All right, I'm throwing down the money. You guys got me. It's worth the $450 just for the system.
All for the sake of Kunky Kong.
I mean, I'm not a furry, but
hey, listen, I ain't a furry either, but
when push comes to shove,
there are some video game furry people who can get it. Shout out to that one detective from Sly Cooper. Shout out to Crystal from Star Fox.
Crazy.
Shout out to Trixie Kong from the OG Donkey Kong TV show.
These furries drive me bananas.
I'm going to throw a brick at you. I'm going to throw a brick at you.
Maybe I could. You know what? Nope. Anyway, what do we got left for our gaming news?
Okay. So next on before I throw a brick at Whawkins, next on the gaming news is the Blood Message reveal trailer. I actually didn't see this earlier. What the hell?
This is something I saw the other day. So it's one of those like linear story-based games, but it looks really cool. So this was revealed. What was it? The 19th. So that was what, Thursday or Friday? Thursday. Yeah. So the combat in this looks really good.
Yeah. No. This looks. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. So I'm just gonna read it from this tweet here. So it is gonna be coming to PC and consoles, so everybody's gonna be able to play it. This is NetEase's first AAA single-player title, narrative-driven linear action-adventure game by Thunderfire Entertainment. I probably should have done some research before then, but that's besides the point. It just looks really freaking good. It's based around the historical event of Dun Huang's uprising. So, yeah, you get to help out Dun, or maybe stop Dun from happening. I don't know. But it's set during the final years of the Tang Dynasty in the year 848. You play as a nameless messenger who embarks on a perilous 1,000-mile eastward journey to deliver a message that holds the fate of his homeland. So, somewhat like Journey to the West, I guess, but man, it just looks really good. It looks like a lot of fun, man.
To those who don't know who NetEase is, I actually did play a few of their games.
Okay, good.
So it's a Chinese company that makes like usually multiplayer free-to-play games. They are the ones behind Diablo Immortal. One of their games that they were behind Marvel Duel and Super War. Actually, never heard of that one.
Never heard of those.
The game that I did play by them is Super Mecha Champions. Rest in peace to that game. It was so fucking good. It was basically a battle royale where halfway through the battle royale, you got a big ass fuck off robot, and you could duke out the battle royale in those robots. I went through with a robot called Arthur. I had a big ass sword. My robot was pink, and I was in that hoe.
Yeah.
They have a few like 5v5 kind of like League of Legends games like on MeOG Arena and stuff like that. So this is the first, I guess, real story game that they've been making, which I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
They also produced Dead by Daylight Mobile. When the fuck did Dead by Daylight Mobile become a thing?
I didn't even know that was a thing until now. Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, they quote this by saying this is going to be a deeply emotional journey exploring themes of family, honor, sacrifice, and cultural identity. So, yeah, expect that. Again, this was just a reveal trailer, so I mean, this is probably a ways away.
I just want to see what the combat like, because we got a little sneak peek, but this looked more cinematic than anything. So I want to see fully what the combat looks like. Well, it does look very good though.
Yeah, well, like that's the thing. They even said it in here too that oh shoot, where was it? Yeah, so it's again narrative driven gameplay anchored in cinematic storytelling. So like a lot of there's probably gonna be quick time events in this. Like I wouldn't be surprised if there weren't any, or if there were, but that's besides the point. Yeah, no, this again it just looks good, and it might tickle the Wukong in me because I'm struggling of wanting to go back into that thing for a third time.
I'm about to say, if you want to play as a monkey, you could just play in Donkey Kong and you play with bananas.
Banana.
And play with banana sounds so terrible out of context.
Look, just because people want your banana organ doesn't mean that you can't play with the banana.
In one game, you play with a giant stick. In the other game, you play with a banana. You know, tomato. Yeah.
Oh God! I just realized you were quoting you were talking about Don when you said banana organ. Funny thing. So I recently found out because of course there's the official FNAF RPG called FNAF World.
Oh yeah.
There's apparently some unofficial ones called like Five Nights at Fuckboys or something like that.
Yeah.
I've always wondered where the phrase "inhale my dong enragement child" came from until one of my friends in my Discord was streaming it for me, and I randomly heard that, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I left the call because I was flabbergasted that that's where it came from.
I haven't heard that in years. Holy shit. Oh my God, Five Nights at Fuckboys is great.
That's a crazy line to say. Five Nights at Fuckboys.
My dick.
Yeah, welcome to it.
Oh, this is good podcast episode, everybody.
Yeah, we're getting banana to be out here. We're getting some banana time.
All right, but yeah, that's all we got for gaming.
All right, for the gaming. Now let's transition to our Weebs news, and we got only little few ones. Now the first one we got is Marvel Spider-Man 94 animated series to have a short comic run to end the cliffhanger from the ending of the series that if anybody doesn't remember, where Mary Jane Watson got kidnapped by somebody, but we don't know because she got replaced by Hydra, and then we don't know because she got kidnapped by Madam Web, and said, Peter, this will be for you to be finishing plan. It was supposed to end up with one more season, but it never got green lit. So we're gonna have a short comic run for this series. Anybody excited to revisit a childhood series that is gonna come back to finish a cliffhanger? Because we got blue balls as a kid.
I'm excited for it. I just realized I still got the banana up. I'm pretty excited for it.
Nice.
I love anything. I love most things Spider-Man, so I'm definitely like going to check it out. I just want my mans to be happy at some point.
Right. No, I get that.
I don't think Peter's meant to be happy.
Can be.
No. I think that's bullshit. I think that Peter can definitely be happy, and you can write good stories around that because Peter's a likable dude. Y'all gonna stop torturing my nigga just to feed y'all. I swear to God.
I'm gonna add this into the Spider-Man conversation since we're already on it. We also have news for our new movie of Spider-Man Brand New Day that's coming out next year in 2026. Excuse me. We have a casting announcement of John Burton is joining Spider-Man Brand New Day as Punisher. We have Zendaya and Jacob Batalon will officially return as MJ and Ned in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So I'm gonna kill Zendaya and also Jacob to return as MJ and Ned. I'm gonna kill with that. But if you're gonna have John Burton join as Punisher, can you please also add Daredevil somewhere or another again? Because we need these three. Because for those that don't know the comics, Peter and Punisher do not work well together. And the person that always stops them from arguing or not seeing eye to eye is Daredevil or Captain America. So I would love one of them to interact. Right now, Captain America is not in the MCU in a way. So the next person to use is Daredevil.
So I've actually heard, I had a conversation with Rome about this the other day, where basically we think that Spider-Man might end up being in the Daredevil show.
He should. He has to logically, because this is New York, and if this is a connected universe, Spider-Man should be swinging at least once by Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, so you know how Wilson Fisk, who is a enemy of both Spider-Man and Daredevil,
and Punisher as well.
And Punisher is basically making super ice. So he's kind of like trying to start a war. And I made the joke of Wilson being like, we have basically copying an Avengers, right? Where Wilson is like, we have an army. And then Daredevil walks up, we have Spider-Man. Spider-Man swings in, and all you hear is the music from Marvel vs. Capcom.
God, yes.
And you want to learn a fucking infinite?
Oh, wait a minute. Wrong one.
I'm about to say that's X-Men. I'm about to say X-Men.
Wrong one.
Wrong beat. Wrong tempo in that one. I was trying not to do that beat.
I just want my X-Men 97 back.
I wonder, has Jokester yet finished X-Men 97? That's a good question. That's a good question.
That question is
that
banana.
loud. Oh, banana.
That's banana. So I'm excited for these cast men. So this is a good one. I can't wait to see Punisher just beating people up, and Peter be like, no, we can't do that, no, and just tries to web him, and what Punisher's like, kid, you gotta understand, 1 batch, 2 batch, 3 batches, penny and dime.
And like the thing is, I think the comics be definitely like gassing the fuck out of Punisher in a fight versus Peter.
Oh hell yeah, they have to. Where
Punisher, it was one point in comics where Punisher got a hold of like one of Peter's web shooters, and he was killing cops with it, basically. And Peter walked up on him like, "Hey, yo, you putting my name out there in a bad light. I'm gonna need you to chill the fuck out. I don't kill, and I definitely don't kill cops." And Punisher was basically like, "Fuck you, leave me alone." So Peter started beating the dog shit out of Punisher, at which he fucking should.
Yes.
Like, Peter I definitely think he trounces Punisher like 95 to 5%, right?
Yep.
But then they had fucking Punisher escape by Peter accidentally blowing himself up with a grenade or some shit. And I'm just like, no.
They have to find a plot hole because the thing is, they know how strong Peter is. They know everything. Punisher should not beat him in any hand-to-hand combat. Like, that's literally Peter. When it comes to hand-to-hand fighting, of course he would lose to Captain America and a few others. But when it comes to also Taskmaster, it's different. But Punisher, like, they're skillful enough to go hand-to-hand with Peter. But like strength-wise, you cannot beat Peter. There's no way.
Like, if it was Peter, like when he first became Spider-Man, okay, I get it. Because even with that new Spider-Man show that none of us watched because of reasons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a clip of it the other day where Peter, because this is a Peter that is just starting out, and he had a fight with Daredevil, and I'm mad that I'm not watching that show, or I refuse to watch that show, because I ain't gonna lie, the fight was pretty sick.
Yeah, I saw a few clips of it. I think it was like a good 2 minutes long. I think the fight was.
Yeah, no, the fight was actually pretty sick against Daredevil. And Daredevil did trounce his ass. Do I think Daredevil could do that to an experienced Peter?
No.
No.
No. Because this Peter right now, the one we're watching on Brand New Day, this one is already 4 years into 4 or 5 years already into his Spider-Man career.
Yeah,
because 3 years of 3 movies binges, and then 2 he was already Spider-Man before Tony Stark found him, and then now by himself. So like he's at least 5 years as Spider-Man. At least. Yeah, this is a Peter that has taken on Captain America, a few of the other Avengers. Thanos!
He basically soloed what's the name? Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He took on Thanos. He fought big ass supervillains.
He fought Sandman.
He fought Sandman.
Green Goblin, Crazy Man. He fought literally him. He got suplex through the floors. Literally, I still laugh. He got literally German suplex by fucking Osborn. He like,
the only one he didn't fight was the Lizard.
No, he did.
Like that's
well,
he didn't fight the Lizard in Far From Home.
That was Andrew Garfield that fought him. That was his villain. Yeah, you're right. That was Andrew Garfield that fought his own villain.
No Way Home.
Yeah, No Way Home.
No Way Home. Thank you.
They always have some home.
Fight the Lizard. I think this is a pretty seasoned Spider-Man.
But let's see. Also, since this is an MCU soft boy, is what I'll call it. Because the thing is, Andrew's Peter will fight. Toby's Peter will fight. We don't know how much.
I don't think he's that soft boy after No Way
Osborn.
Home.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Osborn tricked him.
Was about to do to
Osborn. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Osborn tricked him badly. He he was ready to fight him. His auntie said no, don't do that, and then you know what happened. So yeah, you're right.
Not to mention, this is a freshly broke Peter.
Yeah.
A fresh Aunt May's dead. He ain't got the Stark money. He
ain't got no girl.
Friends.
No girl.
This is a fresh.
You have no shoulder to cry on.
And broken Peter. I think this nigga's seasoned enough, and I don't think he's that soft boy anymore.
I need him to be eating some cup noodles, like some broke shit, like some cup noodles in his apartment. That's what I need him to have.
There needs to be.
And he in New York. I need that boy to be in a studio apartment that's basically a walk-in closet.
Definitely is going to be happy for sure. So that's a nice announcement when it comes to Spider-Man. The next news I would say is the first clip of King of the Hill revival series. Yeah. I know, Whawkins, you're excited about it. Talk to us.
Oh man, I love the responses to this because there are some of them. One in particular I'm looking at here. Well, this was a bit boring. Yeah, no shit. It's Hank Hill at a damn museum for George W. Bush.
And it's 50 seconds.
Did you not watch King of the Hill?
Exactly. Did y'all not watch this? Like, it's adult humor.
I saw a reaction that was like, why does the animation look so bad? You go watch the original fucking show and tell me was this show a marvel in animation? No, that shit was about as boring as the jokes are supposed to be because that's what makes it funny. Exactly. I don't like King of the Hill because I'm not gonna lie, I ain't got the attention span for it, but I can recognize the art.
Same. I agree.
It's the same reason why I don't like The Office. I don't like dry humor.
Yeah.
The main thing that I like about King of the Hill is Dale. Because Pocket Sand is one of the funniest things I ever seen in my fucking life.
I'm so upset we didn't get anything with
Jokester
that.
speaking to literally my thoughts. I don't need to add a cent. He literally spoke how I feel about The Office and about King of the Hill. Beautifully.
Like, that's the beauty of King of the Hill is that dry humor. It's putting that boring Hank Hill in a situation with somebody like Dale, who's literally like Pocket Sand. It's just like, why are you doing that? Why are you a thing? Like, and that's the thing. It's just like that's just what King of the Hill is. It's never been this great animation like spectacle for anything. The humor is dry as hell, and that's just King of the Hill. Literally, why are you complaining about it? It's coming back. I saw this clip. I'm just like, man, this is it. This is it coming back. Thank you for understanding the assignment here. Because like even like the one dude's reaction to Peggy being like, I'm gonna stab myself through all this, like that is a King of the Hill like extra reaction right there. Just like what? Just like huh? Okay, whatever. And the fact that they're in a damn George W. Bush museum of all places, and of course Hank Hill's the one person like, now I have a bunch of questions that comes to George W. Bush, and his thing with the goddamn pen, it's just like, that pen helped lift the ban on offshore drilling. I tell you what. God, man, I can't wait for it to come back. I can't wait. And the fact you can beat Hank Hill on Fortnite right now too, that's still crazy to me. With this,
you got the skin, by the way?
No.
Of course I did. I got that and Bob Belcher.
I wanted Cleveland, but I can't afford it right now.
Oh,
damn.
Oh man, I'm excited for it. Yeah.
All right, so when it comes to the that clip, let's get to our media news. So we have a couple of movie news to discuss before we end our show. One of the two things for the box office. In our box office corner, we have Pixar having the worst box office to date for Eli, the film that didn't have much marketing. I will be honest about that. It had a 21 million box office domestically, and then we have How to Train Your Dragon as overselling greatly right now at 350 million worldwide already, and it seems to be becoming the highest grossing film in this franchise. How you guys feel about that?
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw the trailer because I didn't know that Eli came out, and then I looked at the article you sent out or the tweet you sent, and I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how I feel about it now. Oh yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah.
The movie looks cute. I just don't like honestly. Honestly, if I had a version of Movie Pass or anything like that, I would go see it like right away with no hesitation. I have no problem. But I just don't have Movie Pass. I don't have A+ stub member or anything like that to actually go. But, like I have to pick and choose. Right now, the two movies I want to see next month, which is literally around the corner, which is Superman and Fantastic Four. Those are two movies that I need to see and want to see. I would love to see How to Train Your Dragon, but I just don't have the fun to really do 3 movies because it's me and my wife that usually goes to movies. So I'd love to go and see Superman that's literally around the corner. So that sucks for Eli.
Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon, amazing. For it shows that if it's making this much movie, maybe Disney, you should know, maybe do your 1-to-1 adaptation that will actually succeed, or maybe just because you're Disney, you will still make a buckload of money, just like you did for Lilo and Stitch.
Or
I guess choose your poison.
Or just
do it.
Save your money. Yeah, save your money. Don't do live action. If anything, if you want more money, just re-release the movies in theaters. Like,
I ain't gonna lie to you. If they said, "Hey, we're bringing back Lilo and Stitch to play again in theaters," I will go and see that day one. I will.
Oh, same here.
Because
hell yeah.
Lilo and Stitch.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about the animated? Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, the animated. Like Lilo and Stitch is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, the only version of Lilo and Stitch. There's only one version.
I agree, but then we have a few things to announce. We have a few casting. I know, curious to hear about your guys' thoughts about this. We have David Bautista's being eyed to star in Roadhouse 2. Blumhouse officially acquired the rights to Saw with Lionsgate as a partner, and that's all for the 2. Because the other 2, I would give it for DC films.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you guys feel about Dave Bautista? Because I love Dave. He's one of the best actors coming out from the pro wrestling. I will give that 100%. I will hold that with no doubt that he is one of the best actors coming out pro wrestling. And for him to be Roadhouse 2, I agree with the statement. Great choice.
He better get a roundhouse kick to the face. That's all I'm going to say.
So, my first thing I want to bring up is the fact that I met Dave Bautista when I was a kid. Really dope dude.
Nice.
He's
but
so
secondly, sweet. Oh yes. But secondly, there's going to be a Roadhouse 2.
Yeah, remember remember I told you about a year ago, I believe Rome was there too, when we were talking about Roadhouse 1, when I told you that I saw it on Amazon Prime, where they had that UFC fighter, I believe, as well in it.
Was there a remake? Wait, there was a remake for it.
Yeah, there's a remake of Roadhouse. And remember when I told you about it on Amazon Prime? Is back then when we used to have Rome on, like all 4 of us, and we spoke about it. You and Jokester were, I believe you, Jokester, and Rome were shocked about Roadhouse 1. I believe it was Jake Gyllenhaal as the MC, and the bad guy was the UFC fighter. I can't remember his name.
Tommy McGregor.
Yeah, Tommy McGregor. Yeah, him. So good movie overall, and I feel like Roadhouse 2 having Dave Bautista probably being the main bat, I don't mind that. He is a pro wrestler. He has the skills for it, so, and he is still in good shape. I believe I believe he posted a picture of how he looks currently. This man has, I believe he's 52 and still looks great.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie, but the way they be juicing, I don't think you're allowed to look bad as an old wrestler. Like, we all see what The Rock still looks like a rock. Let's keep it a buck.
Give him another, like, 10 years. Like, 10 years from now, he's going to deflate, and it's going to be sad.
I just don't think he will. I definitely think there's going to be a day where, like, The Rock looks old as the fuck. But I don't think he's going to deflate, if anything.
Well, only time will tell, because I'm curious. Only time will tell.
Like, it won't be a full deflation like you see with a lot of these guys, but it will be noticeable. Like, it'll be like, oh, you are not as big as you used to be.
Yeah,
true.
Probably.
Other than that, we have the Blumhouse officially acquired the rights to Saw the movies. Anybody loves the Saw movies? Anybody here? No? Cool. All right.
Nope.
We have a DC franchise conversation with the Batman 2 with Robert Pattinson will begin filming next year in January. The script will be delivered the end of this month or July, so that's at least a good update. And the Green Lantern project, The Lanterns, directed by James Hawes, is compares the series by True Detective, Fargo, and No Country for Old Men.
What?
That's an interesting comparison for Lanterns.
Yeah.
If you like the way he described it is like it's like a body cop film, but also with powers, which is understandable.
So, actually, I have something that I can add on to that for something that I actually I'm going to start reading this week because I do security at a library, and of course I go through the comics there. There is a book called Far Sector that is of the female Green Lantern who from Earth, but she's on like the outskirts of the galaxy, basically.
Oh, you're talking about Jessica Cruz, right?
Yeah, Jessica.
Oh,
Cruz.
I love Jessica Cruz. She's amazing as a Green Lantern.
So it is basically a murder mystery Green Lantern comic.
Okay.
And I'm like, when you were describing that, I was like, oh, could they? I doubt this would be like an adaptation of Far Sector, but
I doubt they would have Jessica Cruz at the moment. I know they have Guy Gardner, Jon Stewart, and the first one, the first Green Lantern of Humans, whatever his name, what's his name?
Wait, we have Jon Stewart's Green Lantern in like the movies?
No, so in the movie of Lanterns, we have lanterns is gonna be Jon Stewart.
Okay, we already have some of the lanterns announced.
Yeah, like established already. So
Gotcha.
Jon Stewart is one of the main characters, and then the first Green Lantern, I can't remember his name.
Hal Jordan.
Hal Jordan. They are two of the main ones in lanterns. In the movie of Superman, we see Guy Gardner, which is played by what's his face,
Mr. Bowlcut.
Yes, Mr. Boca, him. So I'm curious to see if we are gonna get Jessica Cruz. I would love to see her. Her power is connected to somebody else that has like a twin lantern. But then I think in certain comics they changed the story where she became her own lantern without him. So I'm really curious to see how's that going as well, because I haven't read since her origin story when she got introduced, and I read a bit of her run, but she was great. I highly suggest any DC or comic reader, if you haven't read the story of Jessica Cruz, go read it. It's really good. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I'm very excited to start reading. I'm very excited to start reading Far Sector, because like I don't, outside of Jon Stewart and Kyle Rayner, I don't like many of the Green Lantern stories, because like, granted, Guy Gardner, you're meant to hate him, like that's how he's written, and because you're meant to hate him, I just don't like him as a character, and I'm not interested in a character that I'm basically supposed to hate. And I have multiple and many reasons that I feel are valid for hating Hal Jordan, that uncreative son of a bitch. It's not many of the Green Lantern stories that I
The comic
like.
runs are good. They're not always great with the characters, but the comic runs I would say are great. Like, for example, Darkest Night is a great one.
Which one is Darkest Night?
Let me give you a second so I can remember. Darkest Night is where I believe some of them turn into zombies or something like that.
Oh, yeah. That is a good one. And also, I don't, as much as I do like Kyle Rayner, I don't like the Parallax books or comics.
Oh, sorry. Blackest Night. I said Darkest Night. Blackest Night Green Lantern on the run.
Yeah,
that's from
I know what you're talking
that's
about.
from New 52, I believe, or that's before Pre 52. But still a great run. That's a great story. That is with Hal Jordan, but is the ideology of the color spectrum is really cool. Like knowing about the power works. Like my favorite of the power is the blue one, because that's the wheel of force. Like how's your power of courage? That is like that's something that's really beautiful. Of course, the White Lanterns are the strongest, which makes sense when it comes to the color spectrum.
Kyle Rayner.
Yeah. He's the GOAT when it comes to
Which
him.
is still why I just really do not like the Parallax stories, bruh.
Oh yeah,
I felt like they could have been so much better, but they became so ass so fast.
True. But when it comes to that, anybody has more thoughts about the Green Lantern project or side comments? And now we can move on to our last topic.
Give me just proof. That's it.
Agree. Squid Game also comes out this Friday, season 3. Anybody excited for it? Because I am, so we can end off with a Squid Game. And I hope the goddamn creator could rest, because he got forced to do 2 seasons extra, and this man didn't want to do it, but he got paid for it. And hopefully this man could be happy, and when Netflix could be like, all right, cool, go rest, or build us another project, but take your time now.
Yeah, nice. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to the finish of this series. Hopefully, yeah.
I never watched season 2 because the ending of season 1 pissed me off so much. Because I'm just like, why the fuck did you go back, you dumb bitch? And so I just did not give a shit.
It makes a little bit of sense.
Well, season 2, it makes sense. Like they kind of not course correct,
like
but they give you
they
give you explanation of how, why, and what.
I heard they give you a reason. I just didn't care.
Yeah, because like he doesn't immediately go right back.
Yeah,
like they at least lead up to it and all that. Because like at first he's like, I'm not going back. You know,
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, but then it kind of just turns into a thing where it's just like, oh well, now he is back. Okay, well,
I've played these games before.
Yeah, he screamed like that.
That scene. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And also was fun. Me and Whawkins were watching together late nights, and we just watched it, and we just kept getting annoyed and suspense. We're like, bro, why? And Whawkins just getting mad at the characters, like, why you fucking doing this? And me and him just getting mad at the screen. It was hilarious little watch party that we're having.
the freaking season 2 finale. Nah, that shit pissed me off.
Oh yeah.
Like, why are you guys doing this? Come on,
so
man.
I'm excited for season 3. But
I am too.
The last comment to you guys is, how did you guys feel about the Toxic Avenger trailer that we got from Peter Dinklage going from into a toxic waste and becoming the Joker instead of becoming white pale with a clown face? You became a green, ugly, distorted, strong monster that people praise but then now wants to hunt.
The movie looks interesting. I just probably will not be able to be sober when I watch it.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
This looks like you need to be intoxicated. You cannot be sober. Whatever usage you audience wants to use, go ahead. Just be safely, and please do not drive. But be safely in whatever thing you use for it. But I would be 420 it for sure, 100%.
Oh, same here.
No, it's because it's like it's a good gore. But just from when I saw, just because from the trailer, like if you haven't seen the trailer, as soon as he rips the guy's arm off, then it's just scene or clip after clip of something bloody happening. Somebody got their insides wiped off. It kind of
reminds me of Cocaine Bear.
And I'm just like,
I was just gonna say, this is gonna be my Cocaine Bear. Like,
I still haven't seen Cocaine Bear.
Yo, we got to watch Party for it. I didn't finish it because when I was watching a wifey, she said, "Hey, I'm like, what's up? I'm not enjoying this movie." I'm like, why? What happened? It's just too gory. It's just all that bloody. It's just not fun. I'm like, damn. And I'm like, I just want to see a bear just eat coke and just start killing people. I just want to have fun. But then we just switched to something else.
But that's what you're getting.
I know, and I want to watch it, but she didn't watch it. I'm like, okay, I'll find some other people to watch it with me or sometime in the future.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm excited for it. It looks fun for sure.
Oh yeah,
it does look like they had fun with the movie.
100%.
Yeah.
So,
and that's all you really need. Like, if you're having fun with the movie or the game or the TV show, like if that stuff comes through the acting and all that, you've won me over already. Like, all right, yeah, just have fun. Just
Also, I felt seen when the kid said, "Oh, my toes is too burned." And then the guy said, "Oh, I'll take up the burn." And he said, "But that's the best part." And I'm like, thank you. That's so true. That's true.
Crazy.
You're also the person that likes cheese on pancakes, so I'm not taking any food opinions from you.
That's crazy. You are audacious for that comment. When I only speak facts, I speak what's true.
Toast over here.
Brother man, you said that you were going to purposely eat a burrito sideways. Don't you try to talk to the shit.
Yeah, for content. Just to send you a picture and be like, yo, this is my happy face. Why am I smiling?
I hope that when you eat that burrito sideways, it spills all over your lap.
And
I hope you get a mouthful of sour cream.
You know what? I will do a little time lapse. I will do a little time lapse and just watch me eating, and I'll send it to you.
No.
I'll send it to you.
I hope you get a mouthful of sour cream, and it's the exact first bite.
You know, instead of eating that burrito sideways, you could always call for a pizza, or you could call your cat.
Or I could eat the pizza sideways
and have a chat.
Instead of eating the triangle like this, I could eat it sideways.
Oh my god!
And I can make it a line.
What joke you were making? I just realized the joke you were fucking making. It took me too long.
Isn't that right, Sydney?
I didn't pick it up.
I got them again.
Burning a phone. Doop.
But with that being the case, that is our news. That is our coverage for the movies and our conversation. This is our closing thoughts, our introduction, our plugs. So, is there anything guys missed to say, missed to add, any comment that you forgot to bring up? Because I did have one, and I want to say one thing. Is our Jokester. I do have a show to recommend to you, and it's an anime from the spring season that ended. And if I'm going to mention to you during the Weebs Lounge, and it's called Do not be mad at the title, and do not judge it by the title. It's called The Gorilla God Go-To Girl.
Oh, it's on my watch list.
Yes! Watch it. Yo, the character development is amazing. And I love, when you are a side character or your background character, because the animators do not even draw the faces. And that shit's hilarious. There's no eyes, nose, or lips. It's literally, the hair is gray. They literally gray out the side characters or background characters that don't have lines.
That's comedy.
And I love that shit. Comedy. It reminded me of, I believe a silent voice did that as well a few times for some characters that didn't have no lines or anything in the background. But that's also because of the MC. They saw everybody as access and everything. Of course, that's a purpose and everything. Like, of course, was symbolism. But it just reminded me using that style, just comparing it to the animators for this show. It was amazing. The comedy was great. The fucking gorilla in the background just give you a thumbs up light. But I'm not sure if the girl sees it, but it tells us. In a way, breaking fourth wall, but like, yeah, and I'm like, that's hilarious.
So one of the anime you can actually use, for example, for that is the Monogatari series, because pretty much all the background characters within the Monogatari series, which of course we don't get any lines from, they're literally just bodies there. They're just gray blobs. A lot of the times they're just gray blobs. Like, you barely see a background actual character in the Monogatari series, but you know that they exist, so the world is not like just empty.
Oh,
like Bakemonogatari.
You're talking Monogatari, yeah. Like Bake, all those other type of spin-off names they have, but Monogatari. Yes, I've seen it. I just don't remember because I saw it in the pandemic, so it's kind of so blurry in my head.
That's valid.
Word.
Yeah, but that's the one show I wanted to bring up because I forgot to remind it. But the show was solid. I finished it, 12 episodes, solid A. Like everything. I believe I wrote. Story was a 7, but the characters an A. The audio design was an A. Enjoyment was a 9. Pacing was an A, and the animation was an A. So overall was a solid A. Great enjoyable series. So that's one thing I wanted to remind myself to tell you as a good recommendation of an anime that did finish the season, and I do recommend. With you Whawkins, I don't have no anime recommendation in mind to give you right now, other than continue to watching To Be Hero X. To continue watching To Be Hero X.
Do not watch Go Go Loser. Next week there will be a crash out regarding that piece of shit adaptation that they have. No, and guess what? That's no baloney, and it ain't a phony. My cellular bananular phone.
Jokes already knew he's gonna end it with Banaza.
Would you?
With that being said, anybody got any last comments or words? Anything to promote for the week coming up? Any streams, jokes that they want to say?
I don't plan out my streams. Literally, all my streams are random.
Copy. Other than that, this podcast comes out on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. So as always, go check that out. We appreciate if you guys checking this show. If you guys haven't, go check out the full shorts that is on TikTok and IG of me and Walker screaming of getting our booty eaten by a clown or getting chased by a elephant trying to kill us. Yes. And then also our part 2 stream this coming Tuesday, where you'll see a 2-hour stream of Whawkins crashing out at the last 20 minutes. So that's fun and enjoyment. And what else do we got? Off the Bench might not be coming out this past Monday at 10 a.m., but it might be coming out Tuesday at 10 a.m. from what it seems like. Other than that, ReZero and other projects coming out this summer. Stay tuned. More gaming, more Fortnite, more stuff to discuss, and maybe a Squid Game Season 3 review. Other than that, we see you on the next one, guys. We hope and thank you for joining us on tonight, taking the time to listen in. The Anime Podcast is presented by AniMa W3 Studio. Production team are Vash, Whawkins, and Roman Jokester. Special thanks to our producers. Don't forget to follow the socials, which is AniMa W3 Studio, Weebs of the Ring, and our personal handles are down below in the description. And as well, lastly, share, like, and most importantly, give the feedback and let us know what you thought of this episode. You guys are what makes the show and help us succeed. On behalf of everyone at AniMa W3 Studio team, we thank you for joining us on this podcast, not recorded by live studio audience. We see you in the next one. Go banana with some pancakes and cheese and some syrup on top.
Oh my god.
Banana. Banyan.
Banana.